Like most collectors, I have a list of dream figures, figures that don't yet exist but I hope to own one day, and today's figure is one of them. So, time for a drink to celebrate. To make my Godzilla Tower cocktail, you'll need coconut rum, sake, cream of coconut, vanilla syrup, a lime-flavored seltzer, orange bitters, and a red straw candy. In a Collins glass or other tall skinny glass, stick in a red straw candy and fill it up the rest of the way with ice. In a shaker, combine 2 ounces of your favorite coconut rum, 3/4 of an ounce of sake, 1/4 ounce of vanilla syrup, about 1/4 ounce of cream of coconut, and a dash of orange bitters. Give that a hearty dry shake, then double strain it over the ice in your glass. Top that off with a lime seltzer, around 2 to 4 ounces depending on taste, and enjoy. Cheers! Okay, so I said that this was a dream figure that didn't yet exist, but to clarify, I am aware that other Godzilla Tower figures existed before this one, and some folks even 3D printed their own because the others didn't quite cut it. We first got the Marmot figure, which now commands upwards of like $500 on the aftermarket. I had it once, but the Sofubi style, especially the paint, had me longing for something more screen accurate. There's also the monogram keychain. Cool to own a Godzilla Tower for under $10, but A, it's a keychain, and B, extremely stylized. The first real screen accurate thing we got was the cast resin figure. That one retailed for only 6,000 yen, but then immediately jumped up to like 25,000 on the aftermarket. As much as I wanted it, I wasn't going to pay that much of a markup for something so small and something in resin. If I had a nickel for every resin figure that arrived broken. But finally, in mid-September 2023, we got to place pre-orders for this Toho Maniacs Godzilla Tower. Like the other Toho Maniacs, this was a Shonen Rick website exclusive. Retailing for 8,000 yen, with about 3,400 yen for shipping, it worked out to be around $80 shipped, and I'm A-okay with that. Especially for a screen-accurate vinyl figure that's basically in scale with the Movie Monster series. It came in a basic brown box, which is fine because this thing deserves to be taken out and displayed. It comes with an attached tag, but I didn't want it covering up the figure, so I cut it off. I know, I'm a monster. It also comes with the balloon. The promo photos showed the balloon string resting on Godzilla's head like the balloon was deflating or something. Turns out, the balloon string here is a wire, so you can pose it however you'd like. Or leave it off entirely, considering it doesn't even exist until the last 25 minutes of the film, and it's there for maybe 2 minutes tops. The wire just plugs into a hole in the base, and it does have this weird rubbery part at the bottom that's supposed to help it stay in, I guess. There's no articulation on this figure otherwise, but there doesn't need to be. The tower just hung out, and also shot lasers, and then exploded. Standing just over 7 inches tall, it works really well with your Movie Monster series Godzilla and Gigan, as well as their Monster Arts counterparts. Say that 5 times fast. I'm forever thankful that this is cast in a softer vinyl. Those back spines have plenty of flexibility, so I'm not at all worried about this taking a shelf dive. The figure is permanently attached to the base, and the detail is fantastic. Now the paint on the wording on mine is a little off, but it's like a millimeter tall, so I'm not going to worry about that. Plus, it's overshadowed by the fact that this staircase is cast in a clear vinyl and painted over, allowing for clear windows. I totally thought the whole thing was going to be opaque. I have no gripes about the sculpt, no gripes about the colors, no gripes about the proportions. I love it. I simply love it. I was gonna say that I can't think of any way that it could be better, but I mean, light up eyes. Until that day comes, if ever, this is a new permanent addition to the collection. If you didn't have the funds at the time, or you're just learning about this figure now, I really hope you can find one. In the meantime, thanks for watching and all that stuff you do to keep the channel going, and please, drink responsibly.